Okay, this is the go-home show. This is the go-home show before WrestleMania tomorrow night. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to explain more in the end of this video of how I'm going to record WrestleMania and how these reviews are going to go, okay? But there is some things to say about this show in regards to tomorrow night. Especially, I would say it was only really one or two good parts on this show, and a lot of it was either bullshit or we'll get to the biggest bullshit of the night on this show. But I do got some things to say about this before to go home tomorrow. I'm not gonna sit here and go over every match because I don't even know what match is even tomorrow night or on Sunday, so nobody knows. There's just matches announced, but it was never really said when any match was, what day the match was going to take place. The only match I do know for tomorrow night is Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, because they did say that. But as every other match, I don't know, okay? I don't know how it's about to go. And this is what we got here, because there's some still looming questions of who's even going to be on this show tomorrow night. But first off, we do kick off with Miz TV segment, which the Usos came out first, saying that they couldn't wait for Miz Morrison to come out because they got jumped last time, and they was going to get the titles. New Day came out then. He says, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And he says, listen, we used to 70,000, 100,000 people screaming fans of WrestleMania, but under the circumstances, it's a little bit different right now. But we still going to win those tag team titles. But Uso said, well, you're going to have to get through us first. And then they started arguing with each other. Miz started talking, which I don't even know if he's even going to be on this show tomorrow night at this point, because no one hasn't said anything, but reports have been saying he's out of WrestleMania. But him and Morrison came out saying, don't mind us. It's not like it's my show or anything. Miz pretty much went on to say that the mistreatment and disrespect they have for defending our tag titles in a ladder match at WrestleMania makes no sense. Ms. Morrison got on the ladder then, pretty much telling like, this is what we're going to do when we retain the titles. New Day Usos looked around for a second, then they end up running up, pretty much jumping Miz and Morrison. As they kept jumping them, one of the Usos ended up super kicking Kofi. Big E saw it, went after Uso then, knocking him down. Other one tried to attack him, whichever one it was, Jimmy or Jay. He ended up pushing him down then. Miz and Morrison ended up picking a ladder, hitting Big E and the Usos. Well, they ran Big E into a ladder onto the steps, and they took everybody out then as they stood tall. So I don't even know if it's going to be of a, ladder match or not, or I don't know what, because like I said before, apparently Miz is out of this match, so I don't know if it's even going to happen or not, okay? So no one knows. Next, Naomi, Lacey Evans, and Tamina triple threat match. Sasha and Bayley were on commentary. Pretty much talked about what's going to go on. I don't really have much to say about this match other than, Naomi hitting a kick on Lacey Evans to the outside. Of course, Sasha got involved at one point, but she was taken out by, I think, Naomi and everything, and after that, as Bayley didn't really do nothing to help up Sasha, but pretty much after she got kicked by Naomi, though, Naomi was pretty much went to the, I think she went to the top rope and tried to do a springboard move, but it did not work. Tamina hit a super kick on Naomi and won the match. Bayley tried to get in and tell, Tamina, that was good. I got your back at WrestleMania and everything. I'm honored to have you in this match. Bayley was going to shake a hand, but Tamina, pretty much did accept the handshake, but as Bayley was about to turn around and attack her, Tamina super kicked her in. Sasha tried to pretty much say, remember, man, we was on Team Bad, man, remember, but Tamina ended up getting a Samoan drop on Sasha then, pretty much taking her out. I can already tell Tamina's not going to win this match. They made Tamina look strong, but she's not going to win this match in general. I have no idea who's going to win this match, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bayley even retained this also. So, that's what you got from this women's match for this, whatever, 5-way challenge, or either tomorrow night or Sunday. I don't know. So, whichever one it is, we'll have to find out. But They then went to Tucker, who was training, and they had the Truth Will Be Heard that kept coming up. And I think we're getting into that more later on. But one thing after Cole pretty much set up, they played the Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair match from WrestleMania 24. And notice how Cole had said this could have been Ric Flair's final match, because it really wasn't, because after WrestleMania, 2 years later, he's in TNA, and then he's doing matches against Jay Lethal. But yeah, hey, I enjoyed Ric Flair's time in TNA. He put on some good stuff, especially with Jay Lethal and a whole bunch of other segments. I thought it was great when he was over there. So Ric Flair TNA was great. At least it gave us that. I know he didn't retire after WrestleMania 24, which some say that would have been a great ending for him, but hey, man, gotta get that money, I guess. But I enjoyed his time in TNA. I'm not gonna hate on that. That was some funny stuff, especially with Jay Lethal. But they did play the Michaels and Flair match back from WrestleMania 24. Always great to see a younger Charlotte there at the time too. The rest of his family members. So yeah. So, they did play, like I said, they played that whole match even after it, but, Cole did say that this was Ric Flair's final match in WWE, okay? So this was his final match in WWE, not in wrestling in general. They also said that Elias is still going, I guess from his injuries after that fall, he's still going to face Corbin, but let's get to the thing that everybody's talking about right now throughout the night, okay? So this is how this is about to work. They basically said Goldberg will face Braun Strowman for the title of WrestleMania. So no explanation, no angle, nothing. Just never said anything after the rest of the night. Never told why Roman was doing it. Never said anything. Okay, they didn't say nothing. All right, they said nothing. All right, they just was like, all right, Goldberg, Strowman, we ain't gonna explain why. We ain't gonna tell you why. We don't know why he's getting a title shot. Well, which is funny because Strowman getting a title shot after all that shit he was talking on the internet about a week ago. What it was about telling the indie workers and other stuff to get a job. Hey, man, I was living $150 in my Kia Soul. Man ain't never wrestled a day in his life on the goddamn indies. But hey, I can get on here and talk shit because I'm that big and everything. But now I just gotta get to the title shot. I will laugh if this guy wins the belt. To be honest, I want Goldberg to win this match now. Now after seeing this, I want Goldberg to win so they can do Goldberg and Roman at a later date. I actually want to see that now. I actually now kind of hope Strowman loses, but you think they would say something like, okay, we'll tell you why Roman is not going to happen. And then they said, I remember this being heard earlier today, that Triple H said this is going to be the most unique way they were going to, take off Roman out of this match. So I'm like, okay, maybe he'll get beat up, he'll get jumped or something like that. Like, we all know the truth why he's not doing WrestleMania. We've been knowing that for about a week now. We've seen the Instagram video. And like, people said before, he can't, risk, like I said, he's got a pre-existing health condition, leukemia. He can't risk that shit, okay? It would not look good, and it probably would kill him if he catches this damn virus, especially with his health condition and whatnot. And he explains in the video why, he just couldn't do it, all right? And he just didn't do it. But they just said nothing. And they had a week. They've had a week. They had a week to, to say why he ain't doing the match. You could have made up anything, but all they said was an announcement. They said Goldberg. They said Braun. That's the only time you heard it throughout the night. You didn't hear nothing else. You don't know why Braun Strowman gets a title shot. You don't know why Roman is out of the match. We all know why, but you don't know why he's out of the match. Just from, I guess, a storyline perspective. No angle, no beatdown, no whatever. Just, he ain't doing it. It's just not happening. So, the match, like I said, we all know the Roman match ain't happening, and they just put Goldberg, and I was all like, oh, okay, that's it. So, No explanation, but hey, it's already been explained. I guess they was like, hey, WWE's like, you all know why he ain't doing it. You all know why he ain't out. Y'all done seen the video, so what do you need us to explain for, huh? Y'all already know the truth, so why does WWE even need to explain it then? Like, hey, why do we need to say something? Y'all know the internet. Y'all know why he ain't in the match. Y'all got Braun in there. We put Braun in there, and that's it. So there you go. That's the match, folks. Braun, Goldberg, no explanation. Shit just happening to be happening. I hope Strowman lose. I just hope he does so I can laugh. I don't know why, I just feel like laughing. But we then went to Dolph Ziggler versus Tucker. Next, not a bad match. Pretty much ended up with Ziggler using the zigzag on the ring steps, and they had a DQ'd in. Ziggler ended up picking up the steel steps and was going to hit Tucker with it until Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville came out. Otis came for the save, and then the whole truth will be heard. Something graphic came up then. And the next thing you see is someone in a hood in front of a whole bunch of computers that's a hacker, and pretty much turned around. His voice was disguised, but pretty much said if you were paying attention, then the truth would be heard. Which he turned around and hit a button, and they took footage back from Valentine's Day, where Mandy Rose was pretty much in the locker room talking about Otis, and Sonya Deville pretty much, say if you want to do this. Mandy left her phone, and pretty much sent that text to Otis then, and she replied saying, sorry, Otis, and everything, and, she was the one that pretty much tampered with the whole date, and as Deville was pretty much somewhere standing, having a deal with Ziggler, pretty much says, all right, you're going to get what you want, and I'm going to get what I want, and that's going to be it, all right? And I guess since there was a deal going on, Mandy looked pissed. Sonya Deville tried to apologize, but Mandy walked off then as Deville went after her. Otis ended up chasing Ziggler. He knocked Ziggler down, but Ziggler got away as Otis pretty much tried to catch him, but he went back to check on Tucker then, as Deville pretty much still chased after Rose and pretty much was gone. So basically, I know who this hacker is. It's most likely Mustafa Ali, because I could tell by his logo. But when I looked at that, I said this. So basically, they're stealing what Sami Callihan is doing on Impact right now, okay? Sami Callihan is a hacker on there, if you want to go all the way back to the old Solomon Crow thing back in NXT. So he was the first one to do it, okay? So they're basically stealing someone's gimmick on Impact, because Callahan has a cell phone in his hands. He's able to hack the Impact, whatever's going on in Impact. I'm not going to say Impact Zone because it's not in Florida, but from his cell phone and do lights and everything. I guess Mustafa Ali from there sitting in there with a whole bunch of computers and whatnot. So there you go. If you ever seen that video game Watch Dogs, you know what Sami Callihan is doing. He's hacking an entire building instead of hacking the entire city of Chicago or whatever city they did in Watch Dogs, like San Francisco or whatnot. So I get what Callahan's doing with his gimmick, and now Mustafa Ali is doing it. And I just sat there and wondered, like, this is the same shit Sami Callihan doing right now on Impact. So you don't believe me? Go look it up. Tell me this ain't the same thing. Tell me this ain't similar. So yeah, Impact beat them to the punch on doing this hacker gimmick right now, okay? Nice try. But we know it's Mustafa Ali though. Alright? But that's what you gonna get from this. Mustafa Ali is a hacker now. We all know it's him. Next, Daniel Bryan went against Shinsuke Nakamura, which is probably the best match on this show. As Fidel, Sami Callihan, Castro was back on commentary. This was good. I actually enjoyed this match. This wasn't bad between Bryan and Nakamura. Okay, probably would look better in front of a crowd, of course, as some people would say, but a lot of people would say, but very good match. Bryan ended up, I guess him and Nakamura countering submissions and arm bars until Bryan hit him with the yes lock, crossface, and Cesaro pretty much attacked him from behind with a DQ. Gulak and Cesaro brawled. Gulak ended up jumping onto Cesaro, which, he tried to, I guess, put him in Gulak, but Cesaro ended up picking him up, throwing him over the barricade. Bryan hit a big suicide dive on him, but Cesaro caught him, which looked fucking cool as shit, by the way. Slammed him on the broadcast table, knocked him to the ground, pretty much ran Gulak into the steps. Pretty much, Bryan got jumped by Cesaro and Nakamura and Sami. They all hit their finishers on them. Sami was go last with the haluva kick. So, yes, we still got Daniel Bryan and Sami for WrestleMania, but that wasn't that bad out there. That was actually a pretty good match, and what happened right after. So, the Bryan and Sammy feud is not that bad. I will say that. But we then went to the final part of the show. John Cena came out. Pretty much looking at the camera, and he welcomed everyone to Smackdown on Fox. That right now, of the decision to run these shows and WrestleMania in the empty performance center, there's been some meh moments and there's been some great moments, but together we've navigated this in these uncertainty times, he says, and that this has now led us all to the final minutes of this final broadcast of an unprecedented WrestleMania. And everybody wants to ask what's happening. And that's the thing about it. This probably will be he said it's going to be the most talked and most viewed WrestleMania history. You know why? Because no one knows what's going to happen. And he's right. No one really knows what's going to happen tomorrow. I didn't look at any spoilers. I'm sure people may have looked at spoilers already, because this WrestleMania was taped last week, as including the show of Smackdown. But he is not lying. No one knows. Okay? Nobody knows what's going to happen over the weekend with WrestleMania. We don't know how these matches are going to go. We don't know if this could turn out. And it's like I said before, this could either go really good or this shit's going to flop all the way to the ground. Okay? So there is a lot to really wonder about tomorrow. What is really going to happen? But Cena went on to pretty much talk about this Firefly Funhouse match. He has no idea what this is. And that Bray Wyatt didn't even know what this match is also. But, Cena said that Wyatt, he wants to thrive off of uncertainty and, dominate the WWE landscape with fear and uncertainty and panic. But Cena pretty much says, this is the eve of WrestleMania. And everybody's trying to wonder what's going to happen next, huh? And that, don't panic, because he's not afraid. He's going to squash Bray Wyatt. He's going to finish the job he did 6 years ago. And he said he's not even on my level. He ain't even on my level below him. And that he's just a bootleg version of Mr. Rogers. And that The Fiend looks like a mix of Wiz Khalifa's overweight child or something. And the WB Frog. I actually thought that was pretty funny. And that Goldberg exposed your weakness. And that The Fiend is an embarrassment. And he says, you know what? You want to make this challenge? I accept your challenge. You know why? Because of WrestleMania, you still going to get your ass kicked. And you know what? I'm going to accept this little Firefly Funhouse challenge. And he pretty much laughed in at it. So after that, the Wyatt puppets, the Rambler Rabbit. Hey, dude, the rabbit, dude. I can't do the rabbit. Yeah. Hey, dude. Yeah, dude. Hey, Cena, man. You're going to be on the wall. We're going to be there forever, man. So the Rambling Rabbit showed up. Then, the rest of the puppets, Mercy the Buzzard, and, what was it, Abby the Witch, I think it's called, and Huskus the Pig. All the Wyatt's little puppets. And then next, the lights went out. They said he's here. The Fiend was on the perch. Cena had a stare down with him. And as this weird music started playing, I guess you could tell this was edited. But, Wyatt showed up and said, let me in. Cena backed up a little. Lights went off again. Lights came on. Cena walked around. Wyatt's pretty much played mind games with Cena, okay? I would have liked it they played that other video with Cena, but they said WWE, I saw the video before this, but they wiped it off their social media where once again Cena went, shoot promo mode on Wyatt, pretty much calling him Husky Harris. You don't believe me? Go look up that promo right now. I saw it on Twitter. The promo that would have been played on tonight's show, and I'm like, that was not a bad promo, but Cena once again being a lyrical promo assassin again. Great fucking promo. Don't believe me? Look it up, because I thought he kind of buried him right there. But yeah, I would have liked to see that. But this is probably maybe the best thing on the show: Cena's promo and the mind games of Bray Wyatt. So once again, we don't know what a Firefly Funhouse is, but obviously we're going to see some shit like this with someone appearing, something there, and something out of nowhere. Same with the Boneyard match. This is probably about to go looking like the final deletion, okay? Or the ultimate deletion, or whatever Matt Hardy came up with in TNA. You already know about the deletions and everything. This is probably what this Firefly Funhouse match is going to be in the Boneyard match itself. So, that's what's going to happen, alright? This is probably going to be some, Matt Hardy type of ultimate deletion match. That's what we're going to see, or final deletion. But, yeah, Cena, that's what you're going to expect to see from Cena and Wyatt tomorrow, of however this Firefly, man. I kind of also like when Cena said, I don't care if it's a Firefly Fun House, Run House, Stone Cold Stunner House, whatever house this is. But that's what I got to say. Overall, this go home show before tomorrow night, I enjoyed the Cena and Wyatt promo. Bryan and Nakamura wasn't bad also. I think the biggest gripe that people are going to take out of this show was, hey, Braun Strowman's announced to face Goldberg tomorrow, but we're not even going to mention why Roman Reigns is even in it, so they just had a week to do something about it, but they didn't do it, and I guess it was like, hey, you all know what's going on in interviews, and, you already know what he did on Instagram, y'all seen the video, so you already know why he's here, but no angle, no explanation, but whatever they said Triple H said earlier in the day is something that they're going to find the most unique way to take him out. This is the most unique way. Just Strowman gets a title shot for the fuck of it. No reason why. This guy wasn't even penciled in for WrestleMania to begin with until Roman backed out of it, okay? So, for some reason, I actually hope Strowman lose, just to be funny. But, yeah, no Roman and no explanation for it. They did nothing. They had a week to do it. They could have did it last week. They didn't do it. You could have edited that in. But no, they had a whole week. No explanation. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Okay? But other than that, that's my SmackDown review. Now, I do want to address a couple things before I go. Number one, I don't even know what time WrestleMania even starts tomorrow night. I don't think nobody knows, or whatever the time frame, and I'm sure I'll find out about tomorrow. But the thing with WrestleMania is this, like I said in the beginning of this video, we don't know what matches tomorrow. There's not a card to separate the matches, anything for whatever's going on, okay? Whatever title match. So, listen, this is not Wrestle Kingdom, okay? And I know some people say, well, Wrestle Kingdom did this 2-night thing also. Listen, Wrestle Kingdom was a whole different thing going on in New Japan. The Why was a 2-night show to begin with. And I'm sure WrestleMania should go that way also, because WrestleMania is a super duper long show anyways. I don't even know how long these shows are about to be, so I guess that's a good thing about 2 nights, so you don't have to sit 8 to 9 hours in a row watching this show in an empty building. That's what we're going to do one night here, we're going to do one night there. But here's the thing, we don't know what match is even going on tomorrow night. We don't know what's going on Sunday. We don't know any of this, okay? No one knows what match is about to be happening tomorrow night or on Sunday. So usually they would have announced a match at least for WrestleMania. Like, hey, let's go over the card for night 1, and then we'll go over to the card for night 2. It's like Wrestle Kingdom. You give us 2 cards. But no, it's not 2 cards. And given the circumstances of what's going on right now, we already know why they have to do a 2-night show, okay? If this was, listen, if everything went along regularly scheduled before this whole fucking coronavirus right now, we probably would have still been getting the same WrestleMania on Sunday, and the show would have been long as ever, okay? The reason why we're even doing these 2-night things, or whatever they scrambling to do right now, is, you already know why you just got to scramble to what they can do right now, because just the virus, there's no choice in this, okay? This is the reason why everything's being scrambled. But after this, and I think I know the night after Raw and SmackDown are taped, I don't know what's going to happen next after this Mania, okay? I get people can go on and listen, we can go through this whole debate about WrestleMania should have been postponed, we should have waited till a different date. And yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. But right now, like I've said before, we don't know how long this shit is about to keep going. Okay? I get why they did it. I'm not saying it was the best idea, but I kind of understand why, because you don't know how many wrestling shows about to be coming back, alright? By the way shit looking right now, we don't know what is going to happen next. Nobody knows. And it looks like it gets bad every day. Alright, so I kind of get why. Because a lot of these shows are either being taped. And then what have I heard today? AEW's been taping shows for the next few weeks now. So I don't think they're in the live ball game anymore also. Because I think they've been, health officials have been talking to them. But I do want to say one thing before I go. Listen, this is how WrestleMania, these reviews about to work tomorrow. Now, I would have done one with my friend Kyle, which you have heard him before in other reviews, like my Rumble review. I've had him for 2 Royal Rumble reviews this year and last year. You have seen him with me on my 2019 audio review of all the wrestling, but due to all the circumstances going on right now, he's not going to be doing it. And I honestly talked to him, and He's kind of dejected. It's like a lot of people I know, they are dejected from this. Okay, just due to, knowing it's all these empty shows. No one just doesn't want to watch wrestling anymore. They just feel very dejected. It doesn't feel like WrestleMania season, and I understand. And I don't think I think I told me he didn't really want to do it anyways. And like I said, given the circumstances, it's best a lot of people don't be going around. I know it's only 2 of us, but nobody wants to take that risk of this virus right now. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing a co-review with him. And honestly, the plan was I would have done night 1 review. We would have done night 2 review together. But this is how it's going to go. I'm just going to do an audio form of WrestleMania. I was thinking of just doing like I'm doing right now on video. But I think I just want to do the audio for some reason for both night 1 and night 2. Because I really want to do the next audio on the second night. But I think I'm just going to go straight audio on both nights for this WrestleMania review for night 1 and night 2. So I need to go finish up the graphics to this thing, and we're going to go off from there, okay? Because we already got TakeOver on regular NXT TV anyways, and we're still doing that. Because right now, I think after all this is said and done with Mania and after Raw and Smackdown, we don't really know what show is about to happen next. I already know Money in the Bank is canceled to what I've heard. So I think WWE going to be out of the ball game for a while, okay, after WrestleMania. But we going to see tomorrow night. We going to see. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't even know what matches tomorrow, but we gonna see. To what I heard, the show is gonna be 4 hours, I think. So, kind of like Wrestle Kingdom. I think that was like 4 hours also on each night. But, like I said, we gonna see. But, other than that, I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, HoodTheNight890. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we gonna see you tomorrow night for WrestleMania. We will be back tomorrow. We will be here for a review. I know it doesn't. I know it feels weird, and it's so funny. Also, it's Mania weekend. You probably be seeing a whole bunch of wrestling shows right now. Even tonight, it'd be like 100 shows going on, but in Tampa right now. But hey, it doesn't feel like WrestleMania weekend this year. It really doesn't. So we gonna see you tomorrow night, though. So yeah, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all guys later. Peace. Get ready for Mania.